Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for hopping on here. It is January 23rd, 2020. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, and we're finally wanting some volatility in the market. And boy, did we get it today, for sure. So, without wasting any time, let's get right into the charts. But first, please like this video. Stop right now and like the video and press subscribe. And cool. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for hopping on. If this is your first time seeing me, I own Ronin Forex, and I lay out a system of trading that has been pretty effective, and I teach people that system of trading, and we have an amazing, amazing community of traders. It's awesome. We have a lot of fun, and we catch a lot of pips too. So if you're into that kind of thing, click the links below to get started, and thanks for watching. So let me share my screen with you. And first of all, I want to talk about, well, we've been talking about for a long time, the SP 500. And we got a dip today, for sure. We got a big dip today. And you can see, oh man, and this is so frustrating because I bought this dip here and, started to get into some profit and then got taken out of break even here. And here we are retesting the backside of this trend line. So, so will we go on to make new highs? We'll see. I think this is coming on the back of the whole coronavirus news and kind of scare that's going on right now. So we'll see how the market reacts to this on Friday. But, as a result, what happened today is we got a big move right here in gold. You can see how closely I've been watching this by the, absurd amount of trend lines that we have here. But, we have a big, we keep breaking out falsely here, in my opinion. So whether or not we break above this level, and this trend line that I have is pretty significant because it goes, it discredits this because, there's not a fractal a point here. Well, there is one, but this is an impulsive move that came from the Iran conflict. And so, if we break down back inside here, we have a nice flag pattern that makes a little more sense. And we've been consolidating here for a while now. And we tried to break out, and we did have a big day today, for sure. And here we are again, though. We're still kind of consolidating here. And if we break above here, then yeah, we're going to be going much higher. But we had the breakout, we had the breakdown in the S&P. This popped, and then it kind of retraced with the S&P. So if you want to see where gold's going, watch the S&P 500 right now. Dollar yen, big breakdown here. But now we're at 109.50. So honestly, I'm thinking this is going to look like a good buy. I'm actually going to send a signal out here. I'm going to pause this and send it out to my VIP group. All right, so here we go. Just got that sent out here. Okay, so what we have here is we had a rejection on dollar yen, and so we have this multi-year trend line. I've been talking about this all week. And, this is where we tag at the top from 2015 to 2018. And, we got rejected from that trend line. And you can see it well on the weekly chart. You can see it really well on the daily chart. But now we're retesting the backside of this trend line here, which was a shorter term trend line that goes back from still 2018. So this is some significant support. I just sent this trade out because I think the risk to reward here is super good. If you're wrong, if it's breaking down back inside here, but it's pretty probable that we get a bounce back to retest this backside of this trend line, which would be a good 50 pips for sure. So yeah, I like this trade. And you can go across the board here to yen pairs. So there's dollar yen. And I was looking at, we got a good move on NZD yen, and we have a nice hammer candle here for sure. So I think some upside on this pair looks pretty probable. In fact, I'm going to send a signal out on this as well. All right, so just got this sent out to the group, and I like this trade. It's really good that you saw these couple, the yen setups here. So I just showed you the SP 500, and we made such a big rebound. I don't think this risk off, it's going to continue on. Maybe it will, and if it does, then that would mean all-out sell-off in the S&P going into Friday. But I think just statistically looking at how much this is, well, obviously been rallying, that the likelihood is that we will continue to go higher rather than that this is the turning point for it. But if it is the turning point, I would be very happy about that, because that means we got a long way to drop. That's for sure. So we'll see about that. But in order to snag about 20 pips on Kiwi yen, I think it's doable, and same thing with dollar yen. And so this is a great setup. The New Zealand just had GDP numbers an hour ago, which were slightly positive, but they were positive. So that could be enough, like, just to take it into, catch some pips going into this Asian session. So especially when you have an early news event like that before the market's becoming volatile, it's really good to be like, okay, so where can I take advantage of the Kiwi right now? And so we have a nice little break of this downtrend, and on the 4-hour, and then on the daily, we have a nice hammer candle here. And I'm not a huge candlestick trader, but I like to use them for confirmations, and I think we definitely have that there. Euro USD, this is a pretty big deal, everybody. So I've been talking about this for a long time, and that I thought we were breaking out, and it looks like a false breakout. So I said, if we break this 110.80 level of support, look out below, because we're probably going lower, because we have a false breakout here, a breakdown, and this is going to be very, very bullish for the dollar. So we'll see. The euro just got pounded today, got really crushed all across the board, and so if we continue to drop lower in Euro USD, that's going to be very, very, very bullish for the dollar going into Friday. And if we take a look at the dollar index, you can see, I posted this on my Instagram. We broke out, retested. We have an inverted head and shoulder pattern here. And typically, if the pattern itself breaks out and completes, then it's going to be the length of this head here, which would put us, about at the 98.30 level, which I have marked. So if that happens, then we'll finally see that big turnaround in gold, that drop lower in Euro USD, and maybe if the yen remains weak, then we'll get a move in the yen higher. So Euro AUD, we've been hitting it both ways for sure, and catching some good pips here. We sold it at the top. We sold it at the top here, and caught this big move to the downside yesterday, which was a great trade. And then we hit this 61.8 level, caught 20 pips, got taken out, and then retested it again today. And you can see where our entry is right here. Have a great entry on this trade as well. So feel really good about us hitting this second take profit target, which is also at the 38.2 level. So we need to break out this little consolidation here. But either way, we're trading in a nice triangle pattern, and I love trading triangle patterns like this. So I'm really hoping for a move higher, and then I'm going to short it again. So Euro AUD looks like a great setup. And then lastly, going into, let's see, we also got a nice trade on Aussie dollar. Here you can see our entry. We really just nailed this. Great trade. And where we headed is the question. So we're still on the backside of this trend line, though. So I think we could be going higher. All depends on how the dollar reacts. If this dollar strength continues, you know, maybe we break back inside just like we did on the euro. The pound dollar, I just entered this in as a buy here because I was looking for a dip. We broke out, small dip, but you got to take what the market gives you. And so here we are buying that dip, and I think we're going to see much, much higher prices, you know, all the way up to 1.41, you know, over X amount of time, you know, maybe next 2 months, 3 months, maybe by March. But I think we're definitely going higher, and we're at a good inflection point to buy. If we get a dip lower for the dollar too, that would just create a, you know, on the backside of this trend line, that would just create an even better opportunity to buy the pound dollar here. So that being said, we got a lot of action going into Friday. Let's see what happens, and I hope you all had a great trading day, and I will see you in the VIP chat room. And if you're not in there yet, click the links below to get started, and then I will see you in there. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Peace.